Man, you hear that, you know. Hey! Welcome to the Ramble Radio, everybody.
Video.
Okay. Also radio, if you can believe that.
Right,
if you
whatever.
can wrap your head around that,
All right.
and you think it's just you and me.
Who else?
Well, rocking the greatest T-shirt of 2020 right there, Not So Naked Cody. Do they have hoodies of the Four Seasons landscaping?
I think they probably do. Yeah.
Everything. I got a Ralph for his birthday. Four Seasons coffee mug.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. So this one was one that came out before like the official company released merch. So it's got like gritty on the tractor, if you can see that.
Oh,
right
yeah.
here.
This is OG Four Seasons.
Yeah. It'd probably be the only Philadelphia thing I would wear.
Yeah, same here. Yeah, I think
that's why it's Flyers orange, so I'm okay with that.
Right.
Instead of,
Eagles green. Oh God, that'd be rough. Eagles green.
That's just rough enough being a Cowboy fan right now.
It's not fun. It's not fun.
Well, it's fun to be an NFC East team fan anyway.
Well, it kind of is because you get to see a bad team go to the playoffs. So it's fun and that's.
I was looking at the schedules after our
Sure.
Thursday Thanksgiving matchup.
Yeah.
I still think the Giants win the division.
Yeah.
I think they have the easiest path.
Yeah,
and I think
probably.
it's going to be 7-9. I think 7-9 wins the division.
Oh, that's generous.
That's very generous.
I think the Giants do it.
I could see. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. They've been playing really good. Can we just go ahead and talk about when I've now just? There's no way I'm
the
not
greatest
convinced.
play in Dallas Cowboys history.
That is maybe. I think
the
that's
greatest
not
play,
maybe
the gutsiest play call.
Gutsiest. That's the worst call I've ever seen in any football I've ever watched. That's the worst call I've ever seen that I can remember. That is by a mile the worst call.
We talked
in
about
Cowboys
this. Like,
history.
had it been 4th and 1,
right,
and it was a short snap to the up back,
who just runs
into the pile, even on the 20, down by 4 with the whole fourth quarter go. I'm like, okay, that's a gutsy call.
Gutsy call, stupid but gutsy.
Yeah, but if that works, great call, genius,
momentum.
But you're 4th and 10 from the
do
20,
a fake reverse,
only down by 4 with the whole fourth quarter to go. Washington's not dominating you at all.
Right.
It's back and forth.
They were actually. I was surprised at how well Dallas was throwing against Washington.
Washington's pass defense is garbage.
So I was like, okay, this is not
Their pass
bad.
defense is
Like
garbage.
we might be able to get something going here. And
But
then
to run a deep reverse.
Deep reverse.
But it was also so poorly executed. Like, if you look at the replay, there's a guy wide open down the line.
Dude is wide open. That's a touchdown if they throw that.
But all he had to do, and he was uncovered. He just had to go boop.
Yeah, that wasn't the play call. The play call was to run that sweep. There was no pass option.
I get that a lot of people say that, like, after, Jason Garrett being so conservative, this is what you get with Mike McCarthy. But there's a difference between being, like, aggressive and then, like, dumb.
I'm done with him. I don't want this guy.
That was the dumbest play call
I've ever seen. I remember I wanted him fired like 4 weeks ago. Remember this?
He's been doing it all season.
I know. I was like, fuck this guy. I'm done with him. There's going to be Eric Bieniemy's out there. There's going to be somebody
earlier
good.
in that game when he went for it on 4th down.
I thought that was horrible.
That was dumb.
And then it was worse when they did the – oh, God.
He went for it on 4th. Again, not a bad call, but he threw a pass play on like 4th and 1.
Instead of a run.
Like, what are you doing?
Because Zeke's done.
Well, that's a whole nother
The treads are off the tire on that guy.
Did they give it to Tony Pollard? I mean,
Pollard is a much better runner. He's got a better burst.
It's just – dude.
Yeah, I was telling Jerry they need to do what they did with Gurley and just – cut Zeke.
Just fuck it. I mean,
they ran that dude into the ground in 4 years.
McCarthy needs to go. Like that guy.
McCarthy needs to go.
I'm done. He's terrible. You can't. Wouldn't you want him gone if he did this to Washington?
Yes.
He's got to go. This guy has got. I don't give a fuck that he says football like he's digesting a sausage at all times. I don't give a fuck that he looks like Toad from Frog and Toad.
They ask him about the play afterwards. He's like, "Well, you can't focus on the negative.
You focus on the negative in life."
That's not the response.
Oh, bad. Couldn't he just said, "Look, I went for it. It was a mistake. I went up to it."
Yeah, that's a bad play. I should have done that. In that situation, I should not have done that.
Now I'm angry again. That was. I couldn't believe it. I was just like, this is really
And
happening.
CeeDee Lamb didn't help you by dropping that touchdown.
No, he didn't. That was not great. But, man, that's growing pains. I'll give a rookie growing pains. Not that shit. God, not a fucking Super Bowl winning coach, supposedly. It's just, again, Aaron Rodgers and Green Bay don't miss McCarthy at all.
They're happy they got rid of McCarthy.
That's how you know it was a bad move, is the old team, the X doesn't miss him when they don't give one shit. Oh, fuck. And then Now, my goodness, heavy Mandalorian action.
Woo!
God damn.
We know his name.
Cody, we're not going to say anything.
Yeah.
But we know the name of the child now. It was... That one maybe is one of my favorite Star Wars anythings, was that episode.
That episode was great.
And
Rosario Dawson as Ahsoka.
What I love about that episode was the way Filoni directed it.
Yeah.
He hasn't stopped with what he did with Ahsoka in the previous cartoons.
Right.
I don't know if she's alive or a ghost. I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
the way he shoots her, it's so creepy and cool and weird. And like, if you told me she was just that powerful, able to project her, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
She is that powerful. But what I liked about that episode was it came right out of the gate with Ahsoka.
She is.
They didn't tease it and keep it till the end.
I thought, God damn it, she's going to come out at the very end.
The opening shot is her.
I was like, oh, shit.
They didn't waste any time.
Fucking amazing.
And then I was like, okay, how are you going to top this episode? You're putting her right up front. I'm
Right.
like, oh, they dropped that reveal at the end.
At the end was like, what the fuck? Oh, man. That was, in a good way.
Yes.
Okay, here's, now just for Cody, so he doesn't get anything spoiled. The reveal, I don't know how they do this, but I think the reveal at the end of that episode, Ahsoka's mission.
Yeah.
Right? I think they are saving that dude and the other person who was with him.
Yeah.
I think they're going to make them the villain and hero for the next movies after. I don't know how they sit on the sidelines for this, but I think that's what they're building towards. The next story that takes place.
Do you think there's another spinoff series?
I would love it. I don't give a shit if they make movies
because
again.
Disney is killing it with these series,
Yeah.
and there's been that talk of the Boba Fett series,
Yep.
and now you go a spinoff series with these other characters.
I'd love
Disney's also pivoting to streaming.
Yeah.
Like just corporately, they're devoting all their resources to streaming.
Right.
So.
And I think the next Star Wars film they mentioned might be 2024 or 2022 or something like that was the talk of the next one. But like, I mean, they've already talked about the Boba Fett series before the next Mandalorian series, and then you could take this other group of characters
and just go boom
and do that.
I want if there are going to be films that take place after the Rise of Skywalker, or whatever, I hope there's your villain and there's your hero with the child as well, and maybe the Mandalorian too. Have him be the Han Solo type.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just fucking. But make the movies. I don't know. Again, I don't know how they sit out what happened, and maybe we find that out. Maybe something goes on. You know what I mean? Where they're warped somewhere.
Well, I mean, the characters we're talking about that we won't mention to Cody, he probably doesn't know them anyway because I don't think he watched Rebels.
Yeah, I doubt he would know who they
but
are.
They went to. No one knows where they went at the end of Rebels.
And then you're assuming
they could be in uncharted areas of space.
So then why is Ahsoka asking? Because does she think is there a lead?
Unless that character had some sort of communication.
Yeah.
He put out a communication from wherever they are to the magistrate of that village. And Ahsoka picked up on it.
Oh, fuck.
It's so good.
It's
so good.
Anything you didn't like about Star Wars, Cody, is not present in the Rebels cartoon.
I don't know how much someone appreciates this season of Mandalorian without seeing at least having some knowledge of Clone Wars and Rebels.
Yeah.
Because
really Rebels.
The first season of Mandalorian, I think you could go into it without. Outside of the Darksaber reveal at the end, I don't think you needed that background knowledge. But for this season of Mandalorian, you have to know who Ahsoka was.
Yep.
And you have to know who she's referring to at the end of this episode. And you can't know that stuff without at least having some foundation of Star Wars Rebels.
I am tempted to just tell Cody everything that happens in Clone Wars, have him watch Clone Wars Season 7, and then have him watch the Rebels show.
That's all you really need. Watch the 4 seasons of Rebels, and I think you'll appreciate the Mandalorian.
And I also, if I think that what people don't like about Star Wars who didn't grow up with it, I don't think any of that's in Rebels.
No,
I think Rebels just is goddamn. This
Rebels every episode is just
it's good.
It's good.
Clone Wars, you're gonna have some bullshit.
There's some Lucas playing with himself.
Yeah,
there's some Lucas
there is definitely
in the bathroom with the door locked. You all right in there, George?
I'm just having
some fun in here. Just playing with myself. But yeah, there's none of that in Rebels.
Zero.
No,
I'm telling you, Cody. I would think about it if I were you.
I'm not. I haven't dug into Mandalorian further yet, so there's still an opportunity.
I would tell
before you start Mandalorian season 2, I would watch the 4 seasons of Rebels.
And I'll tell you everything you need to know, and then go into Clone Wars. season set. That final Clone Wars season.
Yeah, that's great.
Holy shit.
But I don't think you need.
You don't need it, but for Ahsoka, you kind of do.
For Ahsoka, you do, but I'm just saying you don't need all 7 seasons of Clone Wars.
No. That last season you need.
You need the last season, and you need the
all
4 seasons
of
Rebels.
Yeah.
And you'll have a much better appreciation for, especially this season of Mandalorian.
Yes. I mean, the way Ahsoka just fucks Darth Maul up in that season 7 was I mean, dude, she fucks him up.
Yeah.
He had every advantage on Earth, and she fucking whoops.
And she goes toe-to-toe with Vader in Rebels.
Yeah. Oh, my God, does she ever. So, man, she is
she's a great character.
Great character. I'm excited. I'm excited. This could be a new thing that we do in January for a spin-off of Good Willow Hunting.
What?
Cody and Rebels, like Cody and Star Wars. And oh man, it would be. I think it'd be great, but fucking hell.
Well, I'm thinking about a pun like Rebels without a pause.
Oh, I like this. Oh man, I like that. That's a good one. That could work. We'll have to figure this out. What else? Oh my God. So. Cody, is Mike McCarthy your Dallas Cowboys head coach after this season? Knowing what you know of Jerry Jones.
Yes. Knowing what I know of Jerry Jones, yes.
I think so, too. I sadly think
I think Mike Nolan's gone.
Mike Nolan has to be gone, yeah.
Oh, God.
But what do you do? What do you do at quarterback?
I don't know.
Oh.
Because your defense is in disarray.
Yes.
And you have a humongous question at quarterback.
Big one.
My opinion is that they cut Zeke, let Pollard take over, sign Dak, and then shore up the defense with the money that's left.
Because they're not going. I mean, they're going to have enough wins. I don't think they're going to be in the Trevor Lawrence sweepstakes unless they trade up to number 1.
Right.
They've already said that they wouldn't take a quarterback anyway.
I don't want to get. I mean,
but you know that Jerry wouldn't be able to resist taking Trevor Lawrence.
They had to talk him out of getting Manziel. They had to fucking. I wonder if they just told him, "Hey, you know what? We have an extra 5 minutes," and he went to go take a shit. And they just locked him in the bathroom.
And he drafted Zeke and he drafted Lamb, so he can't resist an offensive
superstar. Yeah, or what he thinks is going to be an offensive superstar.
And that line needs to be addressed now.
Yeah,
your line
battered,
is now mediocre.
Battered and bruised. Yep. I hate to do this in the middle of football, but we're contractually obligated to cut over to.
Skeletor. Last week was Thanksgiving. I went up to visit my in-laws. We kept it very small and safe, very compartmentalized. Do you have any fun Thanksgiving stories?
I fuck my panther sometimes. I'm also pretty sure I'm the only one who can make it come. Now, I don't like doing it in public, but I will if I'm pushed enough. Once, a man in a village called my ability into question, so I fucked my panther right in front of him. And the last thing he heard before his demise was my panther queefing. And, of course, his family dying. But it was really the queefing of the panther that he heard, because, boy, did that panther queef.
Oh, boy. Okay. Who's safer, him or Mike McCarthy? If we had to pick right now.
Apparently him.
Fuck.
It's been 3 weeks now, and we can't get rid of him.
And he didn't even come close to answering that.
Also, it was a really long answer, and none of it was good.
Right. None of it was to the question.
And it seemed to be the same topic over and over for the entire duration of the answer.
Making his panther queef.
What did Hordak do to get 1 week?
I don't know how Hordak got. I mean, man, Ramble Corporate was not feeling Hordak at all. And they just said, "Fuck it."
And this is what they're going with. This is the move. This is the move after Dex.
Is it maybe Hordak did something to piss off Jack?
Oh.
And so they're okay. Fine, we'll get your apprentice to come in here, asshole.
Maybe.
So anyway, Cody.
Yeah.
Sorry. Look, at least all we're telling you to do is follow that. At least we're not telling you how much Skeletor is making on his lifetime contract. At least we're not.
I don't want to know.
Yeah. So
I don't want to know.
And you don't have to follow Skeletor on the Panther train.
That's true too.
No, you just have to follow him here.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. Well, I'm only going to plug one thing this week, which is the return of ReMCU. We are back in business. So if you go wherever you get podcasts now, our episode on Captain America: The Winter Soldier is up.
Oh man.
And we've also recorded episodes for Guardians of the Galaxy and Avengers Age of Ultron.
Nice.
So wherever you get podcasts, check it out. I appreciate the people who have already checked it out and said that they were looking forward to listening. And if you have an extra moment, if you go on Apple Podcasts and give us 5 stars, that would be lovely.
Nice.
So wait, Winter Soldier came out, then the first Guardians, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Technically, if you go to the theatrical release, Age of Ultron came out before Guardians. But
Did
I think
it?
in the timeline release.
Oh, wow.
I don't
think
think
so.
that's
No,
the case.
No, Age of Ultron came out in May of 2014. Guardians came out in like July or August of 2014.
I don't know, because when I was at the Comic-Con, they showed footage of Guardians.
Right.
And they had a trailer and everything, and Age of Ultron was just a teaser. They had no footage shot. They were still was still
maybe
writing
Age of
it.
Ultron came out the following summer.
I think Age of
That's what
Ultron
it
was after Guardians.
Yeah,
Because I knew it was a beginning of summer movie.
Right.
And I knew Guardians was an end of summer movie.
So you have a great movie, and a little bit of a fart with Age of Ultron.
Yeah, we got into that a little bit. And just how it's a mess. It doesn't.
I think
make
if it was 3
ton of
hours,
sense.
it would have been a better movie.
It had to be.
They just
longer.
tried to cram
They
too much
tried to
into
cram
2
so
hours.
much into that thing.
Well, also one thing that we talk about is that, which we'll get to in a couple weeks, is that like right from the get go, the events of Age of Ultron start with Tony Stark in the complete opposite place he was when we left him.
Yeah.
Like at the end of Iron Man 3, he blows up the suits.
Yeah.
Right.
And then at the beginning
He's trying to
of
save everything.
Age of Ultron, he's got Iron Legion.
He's got
and
8 million suits that are all. Yeah.
It just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
That's true. It would have been better if Ultron had been a suit that he forgot about or something that was just
there
buried.
was a disconnect between Iron Man 3
Yes.
and Age of Ultron.
That's very
And
true.
Age of Ultron just seemed to be that some sort of like, hey, we have to get this one done so we can further the storyline to create Vision and further the storyline of the Infinity
Well, and
Stones.
Civil War is basically the better Avengers 2.
Yes.
when
Yeah.
you look at it,
Oh,
so-
God,
Yes.
yeah. The much better. Eddie, where can all the fine folk find you?
5 days a week, patreon.com, The Ralph Report. And then Tuesdays, Fridays, we got Ramble Radio.
That's us right here.
Wednesdays, we got Ramble Prime.
Bam.
Thursdays, we got Good Willow Hunting.
GWH, fool. We're starting with Gremlins and then Christmas Vacation. Is that this twosome?
I think so.
And then next one, it's Batman Returns and
And what? What was the other?
Scrooge with Bill Murray. That's going to be exciting.
Those will be fun.
Oh, man, I'm excited.
And I think we have a new Ramble Radio Friday. We have a new segment.
A new segment we're
this Friday.
debuting on Ramble Radio. Cody doesn't even know about it.
Tune in.
I don't, but I just thought of something, which
Okay.
is something told me, like, so I'm getting like psychic powers about a farm bill, maybe.
Oh,
Wow.
ladies and gentlemen,
How did we?
we were saving this.
Wow.
Cody
Wow.
called us. We're going to do it anyway.
Yeah.
But Cody was like, I was going to wait till the end, but you
Yeah.
know what? Cody's right, because we can't tease. We can't.
No.
They know it's coming.
I know.
And we can't we're going to just make them wait that long.
I know. We usually do it up front.
Hemp Vita.
Wow.
Right
it is.
there.
Look at that.
.com.
Beautiful.
They sponsor the Ramble.
They do.
And what they do is have CBD products that you can get
Yeah.
right now. You go to hempvita.com. Everything they have, tinctures, gummies, vape pens,
Right.
vape pods, pet products.
It's got to be
lotions.
loaded with like THC, right?
The broad spectrum CBD oil. Yeah.
Yeah. It's got to be loaded with THC.
None.
Really?
The combustible stuff, like the flowers and the pre-rolls.
Okay, that's jam packed.
Less than 0.3%.
What?
I know. And Cody, is that it? Do you see a 2x4 behind me? Is that Hacksaw Jim Duggan running onto the set?
What?
Hemp
Is it?
Vita, yeah, Hemp Vita will only use industrial hemp grown in the
USA.
It's organic.
Ho!
with no GMOs.
Tough guy.
And it's legal. The CBD's legal. It will not get you high. So Cody, you can take this across state lines, maybe.
Yeah.
And not have to worry.
You can give it to grandma,
You can give it to grandma.
and she won't freak out.
All of hemp. Okay, this is. I don't know how I'm going to control myself here.
Just try.
All of Hemp
Just try.
Vita's products meet the the 2018 Farm Bill,
Just seeing it in print. Just seeing it in print
Woo!
makes you.
which was signed into law December of 2018. It effectively legalized hemp at the federal level by removing it from the federal list of controlled substances
on.
and classifying it as an agricultural
That's what we all
commodity.
wanted. That's what we all wanted,
God
and the Farm Bill gave it
damn.
to us.
You know what? I hope Andrea isn't trying to make a baby tonight, because ain't nothing left after thinking about that 2018 Farm Bill. Now, Cody, all this is enough. You're
Right?
in, right?
Your
in.
balls deep.
Okay, get this. You go to hempvita.com. You
Right.
type in Ramble, RAMBLE.
And what-
15%
What?
off. Bam. So check it out.
I'm ready to go round 2 on the Farm Bill now.
My goodness. I think I might have another load ready. Well, you're right. That just reinvigorated me. Please check it out. You can find me every Monday as a Smug Nerd on my social media with that man right there as my director. Every Thursday, I have a new video up on my YouTube channel, talking video games, sometimes new, sometimes old. Please check that out. And then every night, except for Saturdays, and of course during holidays, that probably won't be. I'm twitching, twitch.tv/RetroRocha, 8:30 p.m. Pacific. So subscribe to all of our shit, our YouTube channels, our Twitch, our other podcasts, everything. We will see you tomorrow for a regular Ramble.
Yeah.
We'll see you Thursday as we're talking Gremlins.
Yeah.
We will see you Friday for a brand new segment on Ramble Radio that we're going to be. It's going to be our new Friday segment. Right? Do we do it once a month or once every 2 weeks? What do you think?
Oh, we should maybe.
Cody will get his input.
We'll get your
input,
Cody.
Yeah,
we'll see. Maybe
I'm so curious.
Oh, it's. We thought about it as I picked Eddie up from the airport.
Yeah.
And we're like, we're doing this.
This has to be done.
He didn't fly anywhere. He's not an animal.
No, I had a rental car I dropped off.
Yes. So here we go. All right. We love you guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Take care, everybody. Bye.